All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go!
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty puts it on. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. 23 yards on the play. It's a game of 23 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Alpha! 58 right there. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. There's a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Come off the ball. That's the work. That's the work. Hey, alert, 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 alert. That's the work. That's the work.
Throwing. Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's West. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27.
From the 27, Brady forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Brady's throw into the hands of Harry. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. 1st down, here's White. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler, as a rookie last year, in on the stop there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
20! 58, come on. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
From the gun, it's Brady. Got his man, that's Harry. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. A wide receiver was a big need for the Patriots coming into the season, and they found something they really liked in N'Keal Harry. They took the 21-year-old with a final pick in the 1st round, and it's actually kind of interesting. Since 2000, the Patriots were the only team to not draft a receiver in the 1st round until nabbing Harry just before the order rolled over to round 2.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home. Hey,
they go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, I'm 133.
Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. He's going to air one out. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd down, it's White. Now White lost the football. And an alley to run. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jalen Strong, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. Joseph now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
High throw, but he makes the catch.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
380. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 52's the mic, boy. 50.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The point after is good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. On first down, Brady. And Watson has it, right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Now Brady, and he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Another try after the first down sack. Brady to the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
It's now third down.
Hey, 53! Remove this. Check.
On third down, a run from White. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Mayfield setting up the screen for West. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Coming Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the half. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And this is now a 1-point game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Throw left side, complete. That's West. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now Edelman. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Wide open, Julian Edelman. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards, a 1st down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Brady deferring to White on the draw. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the 29, Brady over the middle. That's caught by Harry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Myles Garrett in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
I'm going to hit you all day.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Gostkowski's kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Joseph now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
11 yards there, first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now White. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on second and 6. Brady looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jamie Collins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. And the pressure gets to him again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Third and long for Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 83 yards. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Joseph on for the extra point. is up to 5.
Makes the score Browns 28, Patriots 23.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw, it's Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Brady. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return, and the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by J.C. Jackson.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hey, 66.
They stay on the ground with White. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the 4th quarter like they are now. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Hilliard. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Throwing, Mayfield, over the middle to Beckham. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Brady now on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Brady now to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mayfield now. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Mayfield now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad, 1st and 10. Now a carry here for Hilliard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Run.
Mayfield to throw it. Gets it to Strong. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. On first down, Hilliard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Hilliard. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Fourth down, and on is Greg Joseph for the Browns field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go! At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Hey, 10, 380. Against the mic. You go night-night. Don't go night-night. Alert.
Brady to throw again. And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. New England on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had time remaining.